Up next on Lion TV, we have Brody Vickery with a story on some of the new teachers here at SHS. Following that, Azariah Plord with a story on Morning House, a worship event that happened here on our campus.
And me, Bo Bramlett with our college sports news. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Lion TV. I'm Brooklyn Shaver.
And I'm Curtis Stevens. Let's get right into those announcements.
SHS Food Pantry has a food pantry that provides students with food bags to take home every weekend. There is a Google form that you can fill out if you would like to get a bag each week. Students can sign up at any time during the school year to start getting a weekly bag. You can pick up your food bag after 7th period on Fridays before you leave school. If you have any questions, please ask Ms. Jenna in room 204 or Ms. Edelman in room 306. All student information is private.
Ms. Simpson will be coaching students interested in competing in National History Day every other Friday beginning Lion Time, beginning September 12th. The head of National History Day Arkansas will be here that day. If you would like to participate this year, please email asimpson@searcyschools.org.
October 16th is Makeup Picture Day. If you are unable to get your picture taken, mark your calendar and be sure to show up with a smile.
If you are a 9th grader interested in taking the pre-ACT, the deadline to sign up is October 3rd. The cost is $20 and is due October 3rd as well. Bring your forms and payment to room 326. We've got some new teachers this year, don't we?
That's right. Brody Vickery is here to introduce a couple of them to us.
Every year at SHS, we get new teachers who navigated from a new school, so we interviewed some of the new teachers and their students to get their opinions about SHS.
I love SHS, it's great, and the students are amazing.
I feel like, she's like, for her first year teaching here, she's very cool, she's very patient, especially with our class because we're on a little louder side. But as a teacher, she's very understanding, she's willing to help, she can deal with me. I don't give her a hard time, but I ask a lot of questions so I can, get down the work faster enough, And this is a class when we have no tests, just like straight notes and projects, so I'm chilling.
I just need to keep coming in every day and working hard and learning each day to make it better.
The new teachers have big expectations and they have to work harder than any other teacher since they have to plan at a new school and meet new kids.
Loving it. This is first year here at Searcy High School, coming from Northwest Arkansas, coaching boys, so I've enjoyed it. The kids are great. I've had a great time so far.
What would your side? What? Okay. So I see a lot of numbers. You see a lot of numbers? I would imagine the bottom of it.
Yeah, I like everybody in there. Nobody's too mean or anything.
These teachers are definitely not new to teaching, but there's always room for improvement.
So my first job was actually at Brinkley back in 2014 where I was the head girls coach. I did 3 years at Fayetteville High School as a junior high coach. And then I got the Lone Oak head coaching job where I coached Lone Oak girls basketball for 4 years, and then went to Des Arc, was the head coach there, and then last year I spent it at Pea Ridge as the junior high coach in girls basketball.
So is this part?
Yeah, it's health, so I'm excited to learn about my body, and.
We should all help these teachers to improve and become the best teachers they can for SHS. As you can see, the new teachers at SHS are going to do great things for the school. So let's make sure we give them a great introduction to SHS. Now back to you guys at the news desk.
Thank you, Brody.
I can't wait to see what these new teachers have to offer. A person was hospitalized after being hit by a train near downtown Little Rock on Sunday afternoon. Emergency crews were called to the train bridge near the intersection of Cross Street and Cantrell Road shortly before 2 p.m. to rescue someone. The person's condition has not been released yet. Officials say train derailment in McGahee may have caused by buckled tracks due to heat. The cause of the incident is under investigation. First responders from the Little Rock Fire and Police Departments, Pulaski County's Sheriff Office, and MEMS all assisted at the scene.
Postal deliveries from around the world to the United States have plummeted by 80% since President Donald Trump lifted the de minimis exception that allowed small packages worth less than $800 to be exempt from tariffs, a United Nations body has found. The Universal Postal Union, or UPU, a UN agency that works on global postal cooperation, said postal traffic had gone down 80% to the U.S. since August 29th, when the rule went into effect. The group said it would be working to get more packages to the United States by developing a technical solution that would help ensure required duties are collected. One reason for the huge drop in traffic is that duties on low-value packages had to be collected by new parties. Air carriers did not want to bear the responsibility, the UPU said, and there was no new link for postal operators in other countries. Quote, the UPU has in its mission the responsibility to guarantee the free circulation of postal items over a single postal territory. Director General Masahiko Matoki says they are working to uphold that responsibility with the rapid development of a new technical solution to help get mail moving faster through the United States.
Donald Trump on Saturday amplified his promises to send out National Guard troops and immigration agents to Chicago by posting a parody image of Apocalypse Now, featuring a ball of flames as helicopters zoom over the nation's third largest city. Trump wrote on a post, "I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago is about to find out why it is called the Department of War."
It's been really hot the past several days. With the fall season starting, I hope it gets cooler.
Well, Abby Ray is here to keep us up to date with the latest weather.
So for today, it'll be sunny with 90 degrees and rain 6%, wind south-southeast 4 miles per hour, humidity 58%, and the sun rose at 6:46 a.m. For tonight, mostly clear skies with 65 degrees and a 6% chance of rain, wind southwest 3 miles per hour, humidity 83%, sunset 7:20 p.m. And for our almanac, the last 7-day average, the highest is 92 degrees and the low is 52 degrees. Monthly average of precipitation, 3.83, month to date, 1.39 inches. And for a 5cast, for Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 93 degrees and a low of 65 degrees with a 6% chance of rain. For Friday, it'll be sunny with a high of 95 degrees and a low of 66 degrees and a 4% chance of rain. For Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 95 degrees and a low of 68 degrees with a 3% chance of rain. For Sunday, it'll be cloudy and with a high of 95 degrees and the low is 67 degrees with 2% chance of rain. And for Monday, we'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 95 degrees and a low of 68 degrees with 6% chance of rain. Thank you. Back to the news desk.
All this weather talk is making me hungry. What are we having for lunch today, Brooklyn?
Today for lunch, we'll be having barbecue chicken, classic cheese pizza, beefy enchilada, fajita marinated chicken, classic chicken sandwich, classic cheeseburger, Santa Fe chicken, cheddar wrap, and milk.
That sounds delicious. Make sure to thank our lunch ladies for putting in so much work for us.
A worship event called One House took place here in our Performing Arts Center just 2 weeks ago.
That's right, and Azariah Plord is here to tell us all about it.
There are many churches across the White County area who all share the same mission to worship Jesus and to be with each other as a community. One House allows a night for everyone to come together under one roof, no matter what church, and stand as one community to worship together.
The reason behind One House is so we can just get all the churches together in the community of Searcy, so we can just all meet together and worship Him together and learn about the Lord together.
The reason I wanted to give a Devo was because there was a lot of things that happened in my life that I knew a lot of people could relate to. And so I feel like sharing my experience of like me going through some trials and then turning to Christ would maybe inspire a lot of people to turn to Christ as well.
One House is a great way to foster the community and bring different churches together as one.
One way that like all the community of Searcy came together is that everybody was just singing with one voice together, and everybody was truly just worshiping Him.
I just saw, there's a lot of people that reached out to me and told me, it was like, hey, yeah, this is something I can relate to, you share the same experiences that I did,
One impact that One House left is that I noticed everybody was like on one mission. Sometimes churches seem to be against each other, inviting the same people to different churches. So it was nice seeing all the churches had one goal and one mission together.
Having everyone come together is a powerful thing. They all join for one purpose and one reason, and that is to worship.
to those who are wanting to lead in One House, I just say do it. Just pray about it, and just as long as you put your heart and soul and believe that what you're saying is good, I feel like that nothing you can say in that moment would be wrong.
Hopefully the next couple of years it can just go just like it did last Wednesday. I feel like it ran pretty smoothly, and that all the youth pastors can get a good group of people who can worship well and that can talk well and just give a good message to us all.
The future of One House is bright, with many more opportunities to come in the next few years. One House is a big part of the community in Searcy and is set to thrive for the upcoming years. Now, back to the news desk.
Thanks, Azariah.
I'm glad so many teens were able to gather and have a huge spiritual impact right in our very own school. Hey Curtis, do you know how the football team did Friday?
Yes, and Bo Bramlett has more information about the big win.
In local news, our SHS volleyball team traveled to Paragould to face the Rams for their second conference game of the season. Although they played hard, they would fall short to the Rams, losing 3-0, making them 0-2 in conference, ranking 7th in the conference. The Lions football team would face off against Valley View. The Lions started off the game hot with an interception by Derek Young, leading to Jackson Smith's back-to-back touchdowns, putting the Lions up 13-0 early in the first quarter. The Lions would stay strong through the first half, putting up 3 more touchdowns and only letting Valley View get in the end zone once, making the score 34-7 going into the half. The Lions would come out of the half cold, giving up 2 touchdowns before Cooper Jones was able to kick a field goal to make the game 37-21. The game looked scary at the end, where Valley View was able to get on 1 more touchdown, making the score 27-37, but the Lions defense held up strong, stopping a crucial 2-point attempt, making the game stay a 2-possession game, where they would ultimately come out on top, winning 37-27. In national news, the Arkansas Razorbacks head down the road to War Memorial Stadium to face the Arkansas State Red Wolves for the first time in program history. Both teams started the game 1-0 and look to seek their second win of the season. All eyes were on Arkansas starting quarterback Taylor Green, who last week threw for 322 yards and 6 touchdowns. Arkansas would come out of the gate rolling, scoring 2 touchdowns in 5 minutes, but gave up a kick return, making the score 14-7 with 9:50 left in the first quarter. But that would not last long, as Taylor Green will get a 65-yard run to make the game 21-7 with 9 minutes remaining in the quarter. Arkansas State's defense will stay strong through the remainder of the quarter, only giving up 1 touchdown, making the game 28-7 going into the half. Arkansas will come out of the half with the same energy and carried their team to a 56-14 win, making them 2-0 to start the season. Key players throughout the game were Taylor Green, who rushed for 151 yards and threw for 239 yards and 4 touchdowns. But Green had 2 interceptions, showcasing areas that needed improvement. Mike Washington showed out, running for over 100 yards and 1 touchdown. The USF Bulls would head to face number 13 Florida in an in-state battle. The Gators were the heavy favorites heading into the game, but would ultimately fall short to the Bulls, losing by a game-winning field goal, dropping Florida out of the top 25, and USF would rise all the way up to number 18, which would be the first time they have even been ranked since 2018. In the NFL, the Buffalo Bills pulled off a stunning comeback in their season opener, taking down the Baltimore Ravens 41-40 in a wild finish. Down by 15 points with less than 4 minutes to play, Josh Allen led Buffalo on a furious rally, throwing for nearly 400 yards and scoring 4 total touchdowns on the night. Matt Prater sealed the victory with a clutch 32-yard field goal as the time expired, sending Bills fans into a frenzy. The Ravens had controlled most of the game behind Lamar Jackson's 3 touchdowns and Derrick Henry's 169 rushing yards, including 2 scores. Even a jaw-dropping one-handed grab by DeAndre Hopkins wasn't even enough, as Henry's late fumble opened the door for Buffalo's comeback. The win gave the Bills a dream start to their season while leaving Baltimore with the tough questions after another heartbreaking collapse. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Now back to the news desk.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Searcy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Searcy High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and on Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Brooklyn Shaver.
And I'm Curtis Stevens. See you Friday, Searcy.